bonus time! And welcome back to the true final part of the Silent Hill commentary with me, Skully the Metalhead. Basically this bonus part is really just going to be dedicated to showcasing all the other endings that you can achieve in the game, provided you meet the requirements, which I hopefully brought up. I don't know, I haven't really rewatched the previous parts, mostly because they suck, and I hope that whenever I end up doing the Matrix Path of Neo, I hope that I do a bit better at it, to be perfectly honest. And this is going to include doing retakes and shit, because I usually just one took, because much like Calculon, I don't do two takes. But anyway, if you want to know the ending we are going to see here, this is the good ending, which is essentially the good plus ending minus Sybil. So, yeah. This basically plays out the exact same way that the good ending did, just minus Sybil, really. I mean, Harry gets the baby, Kaufman goes to hell, and, well, that's about it. Nothing too interesting about this ending, although it does contain my favourite ending theme out of the first game, which is Killing Time. You'll get to hear a little bit of it, but I cut it off just purely for the sake of convenience, because we got 3 other endings to get to, plus the UFO ending, of course, which I think I forgot to edit in, actually, so I might have to do another retake of this. Silly me. So anyway, Harry just stands around, just kind of goofing off, really. Even though, in any situation, you would presumably want to run for the exit as quick as possible. I mean, I can't say that I'd probably stick around to hear a dying woman's plea to get yourself to the exit alongside a baby. I probably would have headed there immediately, but that's just who I am. Now, this is basically the same footage we've seen before. I should probably have cut these down, but fuck it. That's what editing is for. Even when I have something clear to say, I can still stumble. But anyway, Kaufman died with the goofiest scream I've ever heard. As for another bit of trivia, apparently Thessaly Lerner, the voice actress of Lisa Garland, apparently sued Team Silent for using her voice clip in Silent Hill 3. That'd be the PlayStation 2 version. It was later on removed in the PC and Xbox ports, I think. Not entirely too sure about that. And they also removed the clip of Michael G's quote as well. I don't know if he complained. Actually, on that note, Michael G is a very elusive guy. I mean, if you don't know, he's the voice actor of Harry Mason, in the loosest sense possible, because, you know, he sounds like a Microsoft text-to-speech program, to be perfectly honest. But anyway, Harry just looks up into the sky for some reason. And now we move on to Ending 2. Now, the reason you're seeing the ghostly version of Alessa appear is really because if you don't use the Aglophidus, you instead fight the Incubus, which I believe is what this form is called. It's either that or the Incubator, I'm not entirely too sure. It's just pedantics by this point. But this is the bad ending. This is the part of the game if you don't do the Kaufman side quest, this is your ending. It'll just have Cheryl fading away, Harry saying, "I can't go on. I will never love again." And in comes the twist ending, which was directly lifted from Jacob's Ladder, actually. Well, I say directly, but by that I really just mean the ending is sort of similar, except for the fact that in Jacob's Ladder, Jacob, well, he died in Vietnam while Harry died in a car crash, as you'll see right now. Yeah. So the entire game was just a dream. Anyway, now we move on to the bad plus ending, which is essentially if you save Sybil but didn't do the Kaufman side quest. So, yeah, it's the bad ending with Sybil. And this ending kind of differs from the bad ending in the sense that Harry doesn't wake up, but instead Harry and Sybil just stay in the other world while Sybil just kind of pimp slaps him around. I say pimp slap, but I think she really only just shakes the guy. But anyway, he just sort of gives up, and that's really all there is to it, honestly.
Can't leave like this.
Oh shit, and it seems that I have forgotten to edit in the UFO ending. Silly me. We do have one other sequence to do beforehand though, so I shall return at some point, shortly after I finish recording over these 2 sequences. Yeah, but that's just the joys of commentating. Yeah, this take has actually gone fairly well, all things considered. Usually I just tend to stumble and go and E and
Harry.
But that's just me. Hopefully I'll do a lot better in the next commentary I decide to do. Harry's just gone completely limp by this point. I honestly can't blame the guy though. I mean, if I lost my daughter, I'd probably go limp too. Yeah, like a limp biscuit. No, this isn't the time for jokes. So, Harry and Sybil die in the other world. Ain't that something? Now this next sequence is essentially the Sybil boss fight if you choose to kill her, which is quite emotional, so I'm gonna edit in the UFO and then will you guys watch this? Alright, and now for the final ending, which is the UFO ending. Now, to unlock this ending in the game, all you really need to do is just gather the channeling stone, which you can find on your second playthrough in the convenience store. And after doing that, you just use it at a bunch of set locations, the first of which is at the Midwich Elementary School, the next of which is at the hospital, as you can see here. The third location, I believe, is in the Bates Motel, or Norman's Motel, sorry, I'm confusing my references. And the final place, as you'll see in a little bit, is the boat area which you meet Dahlia and Sybil in. As for the UFO ending itself, well, it's weird. It's nice to see that Team Silent had a sense of humor about themselves, you know, but well, it's just weird, man. I mean, like, this had also become a running gag throughout many Silent Hill sequels. I think the only game that actually didn't do it was Silent Hill Downpour, which instead had a birthday cake ending. Because, you know, that's always fun. Anyway. Oh, and the final place you do it is on the lighthouse with Alessa. You see, this place does have importance after all. After using the channeling stone in these three places, you pretty much summon the alien horde, which are called Greys in Silent Hill for some reason. Why is that? I don't fucking know. And upon doing this, you will also unlock the Hyper Blaster, which is a weapon with infinite ammo. How Harry returns from Silent Hill and how he suddenly wakes up with a weapon in his possession is beyond me, but hey, it's a wicked ending, man.
Sorry.
Yeah, he just decides to, well, he just decides to communicate with the aliens. I mean, keeping in mind though, I mean, if I was in a town with demons and shit, I'm pretty sure aliens wouldn't faze me either, but Jesus, man. You know? Then they just zap him off, presumably anal probe him, and probably harvest, you know, they'll probably just harvest his brain stem for the Furon Empire. Well, anyway, that's the Silent Hill commentary done and dusted. I have no more filler to use anymore. I'm actually gonna have to do stuff. Even though, like, most of my time right now is being spent writing scripts for reviews and shit. But, in any case, I'm Skully, keep it new metal, and I'm gonna let you guys listen to this completely wacky-ass song. See you later.